Yeah, we're live. What's up, everybody? This is O from the Empowered Man podcast. This
And
is our
I'm
first.
Luke, the co-host.
Oh, you're the co-host. You're the main man. This is our show about empowering men and telling men how to handle themselves in today's dating and action and what's going on. Let's go. I got a small intro. You want to try? You want to look at it first?
Let's do this.
Yeah, right. All right, we're back. What's up, Luke? What's going on today? What's on your mind, man? How was your day?
My day is perfect. It's
Everything good?
fine. Yeah, grateful we all woke up today.
Good. That's great. This is a new channel, so we don't got no views right now, but hopefully, as the time goes, we're gonna do it all right. So, what we doing here? What's on our plate today, man?
Basically, social dynamics, the political temperature, and just how men and women are in general.
So, we're gonna talk about the title of the today's show is called "Chasing the Dragon." You know, when the heroin addicts first get their first high, is they're always chasing that first fucking high all the time, and women are always going after the first, the upper crust of men, the 10% of the high value male. They're always chasing that male, but they cannot get retain them, they cannot get them, and if they do, they cannot retain them. Meanwhile, while avoiding the rest of the 80% of men who are available to them, and this is what usually happens to them. As
Um,
you saw the thing we sent you about how women are very successful from 18 to 30, more successful than their male counterparts, right?
right.
They're more successful education wise, economic wise, but they don't want to date those groups in their age group who are male. The males are failing miserably. They are not graduating out of school. They're not going to school. They have no real jobs at that same age. So they're always looking upward instead of downward or straight forward to mate with their own.
Most men are not a sustainable mating partner until after they have aged. You know, they've aged in their early 30s, late 20s, when they have established finances and when they become men. You know,
Right.
just because you turn 18, technically in the eyes of the law,
Yeah.
you are a man, but you still have to go through what we call the burden of performance
Right.
because like we say, men's values are not given up front. We have to
Yeah.
earn our values.
Right.
Women's values are they they assert to a different measurement. So
Right.
they're not measured by their status, their charm, their athletic build, their ability to protect. They're measured based upon their beauty, and that's something that they get
That's
as soon as
right.
they turn 18.
Right.
Uh, Now, what you described earlier, it was basically their hypergamous nature.
Right.
And typically, where I think that comes from is if you look at the psychological aspects of these women,
Right.
that when they're starting off in the dating scene, I always say this: you ever played Uno before and somebody hits you with a +4?
I know how to play that.
So
Right.
whenever you get a card with the +4 on it, your
Yeah.
opponents have to your the next person has to take 4 cards.
Right.
So when women, whenever they date a man, let's just say
Right.
they date an average guy, she
Right.
breaks up with him.
Right.
She gets a Uno with the +4 on it.
Right.
She goes to the next guy and says, "These are the next 4 boxes I need him to check."
Right.
You know, and they go through this with +4, +4, +4. By the time they're in their 10th, 11th relationship, they have more cards than any player in the game, and they're wondering why. Because uh, just because they've dated that NBA player, that political governor or whatever, or somebody
Yeah.
with status of money, they think that they are that person, they are
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
status,
Yeah.
and you never attributed to none of the person's success. You never did anything, and you was just a how you say a trophy.
Right.
It was
Right.
just a trophy wife, and that's it.
Well, women start to lose their value as soon as they heard. You see, the women as they age, they lose their value and their choice. So as they reach 30, they start to their value starts to go down, but the male goes up because a male is a male no matter what. All he has to do is just become successful. But women have to fight against nature. They age. The what do you call that clock? What is it called? The ticking clock is going for them to have babies, and they're always chasing that high value man. And as they go upward and upward, and they cannot find them or retain that high value man, then in the end, they either settle for something that they didn't really want, or either go empty-handed and become just childless and marrowless until the age 50s and just fucking have two cats in the house.
I say it like this: privilege is blind to those who have it.
Yeah.
So throughout their lives, most of their lives, they're sitting there, they're living it up, they're getting flown out. But
Yeah.
I call when they hit what they call the wall at 35, I call it post-wall clarity, or when they hit 30. Post-wall clarity is when they obtained a certain age and their beauty standard to modern day has decreased to a certain point to where she's not as attractive to men as she was. And this is when they start to mature, when reality hits them, as you would say, when they start to be like, you know what? There's been so many fucking nice guys that I dated, and I treated them all like shit. I never showed up on dates, and I've given every asshole every minute of my time, and I've got treated like shit. And they come past the finish. They go past the finish line almost 10 times.
Right.
They don't realize, like, hey, you still got to grab your trophy while you're still running the lab.
Yeah. So the whole idea is that women are selfish. If they have money, or if they have success, or if they have stature, they usually want somebody within their range or upward. They punch upward.
Right.
While men at the top, they don't give a fuck about what money. They're not looking at women for their money or whatever. Only a pimp will go after women for money so they can pimp her out. But a real man, they don't go for that. They go for beauty, and they go for young age. They go for the 18, the 19, the 20, in the 20s, because men are like that by nature. They're not looking for education if the woman is smart, or you know what I'm saying here.
Even if there are certain men that look towards these things, these are not at the top of the list.
Right.
If you're a successful man and you know what it is to be disciplined, ambitious, be able to negotiate, be able to just even hold a decent conversation, you're able to know your value. You know, most of these women want a traditional relationship, but most of them are not even traditional themselves.
Right.
You know, the show Fresh and Fit, they call this hoeflation.
304s, huh?
Yeah. So the 304s is 304-flation. Basically, they want their standards have risen higher, but the value of women that's asking for these things have gotten lower.
Yeah.
Most of these women don't know how to cook. Most of these women don't even know how to listen to a man, care with a man, and just not there to demonize everything that's biologically what we are attracted to. Yes, we want a woman that cooks. Yes, we want a woman that's feminine. Yes, we want a woman that's submissive. Yes, we want all these things, but these are not things that you have to work lifetimes to achieve. These are just the simplest, basic human traits.
Should be natural shit.
It should be something natural, and they've been brainwashed. They've been emasculated. They've been given this whole thought that in order for them to achieve equality, they have to be superior to the person they're trying to receive equality from.
And it's not going to work eventually.
It's not going to work. If you look at what feminism has done, it has hurt both parties,
but
mostly benefited the men. You know, and whenever we talk about men's rights, they sit there and they laugh. Oh, men's rights. What possibly can they ask for? What possibly can they ask for? Think about this. I'm gonna name a couple of things, right? That men go through, and the statistics show that they're at a disproportional rate in certain ratings, and in certain ratings they exceed. But these are not all good ratings. So, a couple of things is fraternity fraud, the selective draft, workplace death, war death, life expectancies, suicides, sentence disparities, child custody, child support, criminal court bias, misandry, failure to launch, falling behind in education, homelessness, veterans homelessness,
Yeah.
infant male genitalia mutilation,
Yeah.
domestic violence.
Yeah.
It's funny how there's over 2,000 plus women's domestic violence shelters in the U.S. They
Right.
don't even have one for men. And they have incentivized for women to be single, because if you think about it, when a family goes to a shelter, they don't necessarily have emergency shelter for them at that
Right.
given moment. They have to figure out where they have space, where they could put them. Then there's
Yeah.
sometimes a waiting list depending where they at. With single women, they get a
Good
bed
shit.
every night.
So what I was gonna say, I know we're gonna go through that. So what's an advice to a woman? A woman should always be clean. If she's married, let's say, to keep a man, a woman always has to have the house clean. She has to always have to dress. You have to always be dressed all the time nicely, whether you're just sitting down, whether you're going out, even before you go to sleep. You have to have nice lingerie. You
So
have to keep. You got to keep the man excited. You cannot just wear fucking what do you call those pants? Those jogging pants, and with your badass breath and sit around next to him. You always got to be one step ahead of your man. You have to be a woman that is always, because you're competing against a lot of women outdoor. So in order to keep that man, especially if you have a high value man, you have to do a lot. First of all, you have to be a good listener. There's no girls' night out. You don't get to go places that he doesn't want to. You don't get to make friends with people with bad,
moralistic values and
yeah, moralistic
standards.
value. Yeah, you always have to look nice, clean. You always have to never speak. When he speaks, never speaks over when he's talking over him. Always try to interrupt him when he's speaking with other men. The issue here is not to make you a slave, but to make you a wife. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring you back to a
So
real relationship, a
let's
traditional
put
marriage.
let's put some more context in here so the viewers get where we're coming from, and we're not just yelling at, oh, women shouldn't talk with our friends or this and
Yeah,
this. So let's give them some examples. Now,
yeah,
when we say women shouldn't enter the space of her men's friends and gathering or whatever, or event, and interfere with the social gathering, it's because if you reverse the situation and you see a couple women are going to go do their makeup in the bathroom, are you
yeah.
going to get up and join them and say,
No,
hey, let me go in the bathroom, sit there while you guys do their makeup? Yeah, I'll talk to you. It's not natural to you, and they're operating out of their natural form.
yeah,
What kind of level field conversation are you possibly going to have with the opposite gender, and you don't even have the burdens that the each one has?
right.
He both of us are very different. We equal based upon human rights, but we're
Yeah,
not equal when it comes to our biology, with our physical appearance, our psychology,
yeah,
everything.
right.
We're different in many ways, and for a woman to sit there and try to add value to a conversation with her husband's friend, it just
It's not
optics,
right. You don't talk about
it
it. Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
look optics,
yeah.
it just doesn't look right.
Well,
It
the whole
was
idea is for women to build her husband up. Because if you build your husband up and you make your husband look good and proud, because a man will be loyal to his wife, even if he does a lot of shit outside. He's gonna do whatever he got to do outside, even fuck around everything. But
and
you're number one. You
for
understand? Yeah,
for those people who disagree
yeah,
that the man would never leave a relationships, even if he does cheat, even if his wife does get fat, even if he does all of this. The reason why we never leave, look at the statistics. It's not us that leave, it's the
right.
women that leave. 86% of divorces are initiated are initiated by women.
Yep.
86 of the percent of divorces. uh, Men will sit there, yeah, we'll cheat on your ass a couple of times, but we'll always stick around, we'll always pay the bills, we'll always take care of little Johnny, we'll always come home with the milk.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
uh, the only time when they say when we don't come home with the milk is when we've been in this toxic environment and
Yeah.
we're afraid of going through the system.
Right.
And a lot of women don't know the power that they have. You could be married to a woman for 30, 40 years, have kids with her. The kids grow up, they're adults, and they have kids. And she could just call the police randomly and say, yeah, he yelled at me and I
You
feel
know,
scared for my life.
I
And
had go
it's
ahead.
over for you.
I had a video of a man. I don't even saw on TikTok about a black guy. his wife went secretly and got like a divorce. I don't know what it's called. It's called a civil or whatever. And got him kicked out of the house. He didn't even know. That's just fucked up, man. What they do to men today, man. These are fucking hoes, man. Fuck the 304s, whatever you want to call them, man. They're evil, mother.
I say this: when a woman is ever in a position of power, or she has leverage in a relationship, they're terrible human beings. They will tear somebody down to a pulp. They don't understand the power that they have when it comes to the system and the way these courts view them. Do you know how hard it is for a man to say he's innocent in a domestic dispute? What's his name? Is Steven Crowder going through something? Did you watch his recent video?
Yeah, but he's a crazy motherfucker. Well,
yeah, he's crazy.
I mean, he's a traditionalist in a way, but abusive. The way the video came out, maybe that video was on full contact. What he's trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
If you look at the video, it was from 3-4 years ago during lockdown, during COVID, right?
It was 3-4 years ago. I didn't know that.
This when they're sitting in the backyard. The reason why they're arguing, I'm gonna give you a little context behind this story. It's because it was during COVID. It was a lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to adhere to the rules. Like, you know, I'm gonna stay inside. I don't want to get caught out there. If you have no reason to be out there. This is when it was very strict.
Yeah.
And his wife just sitting there. And sitting there and just arguing with him. And if you pay attention closely to the video, timestamps is missing. She cut the whole video and uploaded it to the internet. Here's my thing. This is how treacherous I view that relationship. She sat there, probably wrote the time and day of the day that they actually had She lined him up, basically. 3 years later, you come out with this divorce claim, and you know the exact minute and day you had an argument. Get the fuck out of here! I don't even remember what I ate yesterday. Like,
he was set up. It looked like it was just set up.
It was set up.
He looked annoyed.
This all goes back to this victim mentality that we have. Women are still saying they're oppressed in so many ways. How are you oppressed?
They oppress themselves.
You oppress themselves, like yourselves. If you have too much of something, you're not gonna like it anymore. You have too many rights, and nobody's gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. You have too many rights. We have overcorrected the problem.
Look, for every four women, one of them is gonna end up childless and marriageless. They're gonna fucking die alone. This is a fact. They're not gonna, and they're very successful. They're doctors, they're nurses. They are very, they are in the high echelon of society. But they're gonna be alone when they get old because they cannot find to share. Man, by nature, will take a wife, support her for 20 years, and she stay home, and he'll feel proud that he supported his family. But a woman, let's say a man stays home, a woman is not gonna do that. I give you one example. Jeff Bezos, he got divorced, right?
Correct.
And his wife, she has like $7 billion, $8 billion. She was donating like $2 billion. What she did is she married somebody who's a math teacher in Washington, in the state of Washington. Probably his income is about $40,000. How long do you think the marriage lasted?
Shit, not too long.
1 year, not even 1 year. They didn't last. It doesn't. Women are not, by nature, are not providers. Even now, the whole problem we have with women right now is as soon as they get a good income, they think, "Oh, I'm independent of men. I don't need men no more. I just need myself." And then after a while, they see that they have no fucking life without a husband and children.
Here's the thing: to be independent, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Listen. The universe, philosophers or scientists, they clearly said the universe is a codependent universe. Everything is dependent on each other.
Right.
How the hell are you saying that you're going to be an independency?
They can.
It goes against
a lie. It's the
everything. It goes against your nature. It goes against everything, and the repercussions of this. But by all means, nobody's stopping you. What we're telling you is there's consequences to your decisions. You could go ahead and be this feminist, have your tits out.
Feminists turn women into hoes. Let's be honest, man. That's what they did to them.
And listen, they think that they earning rights. You're benefiting the men at the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're saying, come sleep with me, have no commitment, and move along.
That's it. Fucking hoes.
What's it called? Wine and dash and dine?
Ho, ho, ho.
Dine and dash?
Yeah. ho, like Christmas, always ho ho all year round. These women are fucking the top. Let's be honest. Most of the women are fucking the top 10% of men. The top, what do you call them? The high value men, and they're wasting their life trying to chase that fucking dragon, like we said, like a drug addict, trying to retain that rich, wealthy, high, and they're never gonna get him because men will come, they use them, have sex with them, and just leave. It's easy to get a man, but it's hard to retain that man. This is
It's
the
hard to
problem.
keep him, man.
Yeah, they can't keep him. So what happened is that they get old and the ticking clock start to tick. The eggs gonna start to get in it. They need children. Then they're gonna have to settle for a man they really never wanted to. So they are in a bad relationship already because what happened? Because that's not the person they wanted to, or the person they were waiting for all those years. And some of them will even die fucking alone because they never got that bag or never got that fucking offer they would get in like marriage. Because women control what?
They control sex,
And what do women control?
relationships.
That's why without sex,
They ain't getting anything.
there is no relationship.
There
And
is
without
nothing.
relationship, there is no marriage. You understand how it works? It works like that. But women, what do they control now? The divorce.
So
So 80% of women starts the procedure for divorce, and they get worse. They get remarried, 60, 70, they get divorced again. They never have a relationship.
so this is a little off topic, right?
Yeah.
But well, what do you? It's on the topic, but just what do you think about the Logan Paul and his relationship situation going on right now?
Well, I mean, with those photos, right? The fucking guy, what is he?
Uh,
What it's about those photos on TikTok on Twitter, right?
yeah.
Well, first of all, that guy is an asshole. He's
His
fighting.
whole relationship, his in general.
Well, these people they live that kind of life. They're not normal people. These people are narcissistic. They always been in front of the camera. They're always looking for that bag. They're all looking for that vital moment. Their whole life is all.
He's 28 years old. He's dating. I think she's like 30, 31 years old.
Yeah, and
she's
a hoe.
ex-model, and
Yeah.
she had about 75 different dudes.
Listen, men, women's sexual behavior and past is like a criminal record for men. You know, you have a criminal record. Right? She has a high criminal record. She has a lot of felonies.
She can't get hired over
here.
Right?
It's not gonna work. Maybe right now he's gonna stay with her.
Affirmative action is not gonna help her here.
No, you know what he's gonna do just to look cool? He's gonna stay with her like a year or two. And goes, oh, it didn't work out. Because after a while,
he proposed to her.
Yeah, I know this is not gonna. It never works, Luke. It never works.
I think it's the biggest.
Men don't want to. Men don't want to marry hoes. That's it.
To sit there and be his friend and his family member and actually sit there and agree, with, not even give him your personal opinion or even give him some advice. Like, what the hell are you guys doing?
You think Logan Paul didn't know about her past relationships, or he didn't know like that?
I think what it is. Women are very manipulative.
Yeah.
So if you look at, I watched one of their first podcasts around the first time they got together, and she's sitting there and she's acting all innocent. I tried not to sleep with him the first week or two because I didn't want him to think I was easy.
Fuck.
He got a devil.
Until somebody did a background search on our record, on our criminal record, right?
Yep, and she
got of felonies, right?
And when I've seen that interview, I said, I don't know how he doesn't see it. She's saying all the things he wants to hear.
Yeah, but these people, you gotta understand, Luke. These are not normal people, especially narcissistic people. Maybe he'll take her. Right now, he's saying any bad publicity is good publicity to these people. So as long as their name is in the news, or they're gonna look good, he's making money. These people don't give a fuck. They're not like me anymore. But I want to advise any women, the OnlyFans shit, the porn industry, what's that called? The Instagram fucking photos, all that shit. It's on your record. It's on the internet. And when you get married, eventually.
I love how when they you see all these viral videos of when they ask these women, what do you think bullies are gonna say to your child when they grow up? What do you think is gonna happen to the mental psychology of your child? and they say, "Oh, it makes them a stronger person. It'll make them be able to have thicker skin." Do you know? Do you know that recently there's been a couple of suicides from
yeah, yeah,
I don't know if we could say this, but unalives. Let's just say it. It's been a whole bunch of self deletes.
yeah,
They
yeah,
delete themselves because they're going to school being bullied, and
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
$3.99 you could see their mother's butthole.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what's going on with society right now. All the shit they're going through. I never been on OnlyFans. I swear to God, I never looked into that shit. I
I
I,
didn't.
I didn't even know how to pronounce it until 2 weeks ago. I kept on forgetting the
When
real name of it.
I didn't know what I heard
But
of OnlyFans
yeah,
when it first
yeah,
came out, but I didn't know what the hell it was
but
until
but
this
you
year when
notice
I started seeing all these videos and all these women
but
ending up on these.
you notice how Fresh and Fit, our boys, we like. I mean, let's give them good credit.
Oh yeah, they
When they
deserve it.
talking about that, the hoes, no, they defend. No, no, it's okay. You know, it happens. They're gonna grow stronger, and by the time they get older, this is what your mom did. I want to get it. No, 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 it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna.
The kid's
This
gonna be
is
traumatized, and nobody.
they have been desensitized to the
Yeah,
fact that this is so morally wrong.
yeah.
That did you even see in the? It just went viral. It was a mother that's a porn star, and
Yeah.
her son films every shoot. Every shoot she does.
Fucking
Fucking hell! Like, are you serious? Like, is this gonna be the new norm?
yeah,
Family porno
and,
takes
and that guy Adam 22 when he paid a guy 10,000. What the
uh,
fuck?
to bang
Yeah,
it. If
that's a low value man. That's garbage man. Like that's not even a man. That's a cockhole. We put him in a special category.
even
You
if you
understand?
have all the money in the world, you're
Yeah.
still not viewed as a man. Men are
Listen,
very territorial.
a dog will fight after his bitch. He'll fight another dog because another dog went. This guy actually offered him. He said he saw the text. How much do you take? He said 4,000. You know,
He
I'll
said,
give
"I'll
you
give you
10,000.
10."
Yeah.
this
What the fuck? What are you
is
doing, man? Don't even talk about these assholes, man. Don't even mention them. These are fucking cock.
in the West. They don't draw their objective morality
Yeah,
through religion anymore.
yeah,
They draw it through political campaigns. And everybody wants to be politically correct
yeah.
and equal and all of this. Yeah, it's all right. He could fuck my wife. I'll fuck his. This is equal.
I,
It's it's crazy. It's
especially the liberals, man. I have another channel. I have a lot of liberal friends, and I'm a big liberal myself. I was until I got red pill
and I'm
by
a big
you.
conservative.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, it's okay. We don't have no issue with it being a cock. I mean, babe, why is he advertising? You don't have no issue with that?" I said. Then he goes, one guy, his name, I don't want to say his name. I used to watch him a lot. He goes, 9 out of 10 times, I'm a cis straight male, but once in a while, I gotta do what I gotta do. I said, what? What the fuck is that? What do you mean? 1 out of 10 times you get your fucking ass pegged by another guy?
That
What the hell's
means
wrong with
he
you?
dibs and he dabbles.
I don't know what that
He
is.
dips.
Yeah, let's go back to women. So women by nature are successful more than men. Right now, they're killing it right
Oh,
now.
absolutely. Let's give
That,
credit where it's due.
yeah,
So they're leading in college graduation. They're leading in successful roles and what's it in income? No,
they're
not in
killing it.
income. But overall in income after they really follow through with their career, they actually make more than men. But most women don't make it to that point. They're not sitting there working at the same bus station for 20 years.
Yeah.
Most of the labor force, where it's hard labor or just dangers of the labor, is majority is men. It's dominated by men.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. Even if they graduate, most of their jobs are low-paying jobs. Teachers, social workers,
It's they
psychology,
get they pick majors in colleges that are
yeah,
actually they're useless to
liberal
society.
arts, all this
It,
bullshit they
this
do.
bullshit is just you can't really do anything with it.
The only issue right now is that society is attacking men, especially young men. A lot of suicide. That's fucked up. We gotta get these motherfuckers. We gotta get you back, yo. You gotta go to the gym, man. You gotta exercise.
Absolutely,
Yeah, you
I've
gotta
been
dress good. You gotta get these hoes, man. You don't think the world is over. I'm talking to you if you're listening to me, man. We're
uh,
here for you. Come here every week. We'll
if
talk with you
you're a
all.
guy and you're waking up every day and you're just wondering why women won't talk to you, why they won't do certain things, or you'd be so nice to one, this, that. It's not you.
Yeah.
It's both of you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to grow the fuck up
Yeah.
and realize that you're not worth or what she's looking for, and realize that she's just on her path looking for the offer, the high valued man. If you're not,
Yeah.
she's gonna pass you like a train going by.
You got to work on yourself, right? I mean, you go to the gym.
Absolutely. That's why I said it's both. You have to work. They call it frame. You have to be athletically built. You have to work on your knowledge, your speaking skills. You have to be able to be a jack of all trades,
Yeah.
and not just know a little about a lot. Just practice what you mainly are great in. If you're great in business, making money, practice that. Be the best you can be at that. At the same time, hit the gym. At the same time, change your friends, change your environment.
Yeah.
Don't chase women, chase
Stop
money,
fucking playing video games all day and night.
and yeah, and
Is
be
it-
able to just be yourself
yeah.
without being brainwashed by society standards.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Be a man. Don't
That's
be
it.
afraid to speak your.
Yeah. It's
speak
not
the
hard. It's
truth.
not hard. Yeah.
Don't be
feel
afraid
fucking-
to protect those around you who are weak.
Don't be afraid. Yeah, don't be afraid. Even rejection. If you go to a club and like 9 out of 10 hoes, they say no. So what?
I say this:
Yeah,
if you don't speak to any girl,
yeah. You're not gonna speak
the
to
percentage of you getting a yes is always going to be 0.
Yeah, yeah.
If you speak to 100 girls, your percentage is going to be a lot better than if you didn't speak to nobody.
Yeah.
And if you're not even there where you're financially capable of taking care of yourself and another person, why the hell are you even focused on women?
Yeah.
I say this: men age like wine, women age like milk. Women sit at the finish line and they wait for men to get there.
Yeah.
They're not in the race with you. So
Yeah,
there should be no reason why you should be chasing women and all of that. Get in the fucking race, get to the finish line, and pick any women you want. Don't sit there and be chasing this girl and this girl, because one thing, they're going to use all your resources. They're going to leave you looking stupid. You're going to sit there looking depressed, and you're going to think you're the problem when you're really the problem. This is biology speaking. This is not them being biased towards you because you're short or whatever, you this, or you're from this country. No, it's because you're incapable of being dominant. You're incapable of being a protector. You're incapable of extracting resources or creating resources.
Why do you think the incels? I mean, that's the dumbest shit, man, I ever heard, man.
So
if they come out of that fucking,
I say it like this: people have lived so comfortable in their skin that nobody is allowed to be ridiculed. You can't ridicule ridiculousness anymore. And this is why Myron Gaines says they need to bring bullying back. When a certain type of bullying or pressure is applied, change. You know what I'm saying? If you come to school and you smell, somebody is gonna make a joke about you, saying you smell. You're gonna feel bad. Go home. Next thing you know, you smell better than everybody for the rest of your life. It's a simple thing. Even with this whole body positivity movement, they're telling fat chicks it's okay to be fat. No, it's unhealthy. It's disgusting, and it's disgusting. Not that she's fat. The fact that people are telling her that it's okay to be fat. These people are killing themselves.
I want to concentrate on the incel. I want to tell them, listen, man. First of all, fuck the word incel. That's why right away. Second of all, get the fuck out the house. Go to the gym. Go to the last. Get dressed. Buy nice clothes. You're gonna strike out every time. You're not gonna win every time. You're not gonna get every girl. You know how long it got me to get my virginity, man.
How many Michael Jordans do we have?
Yeah, you gotta do you.
How many George Washingtons do we have? These are. You're not gonna be the greatest at everything. You know how many humans in the world there are?
But you're somebody, it doesn't matter.
But you're somebody. Just because you're a small speck on a large scale doesn't mean you're not gonna have any type of influence. If you could influence just people in your community, in your neighborhood, you've influenced the whole world, because the pay it forward theory, when you pay it forward towards others, the movement goes on to others and others. But if you're not out there being a good influence, setting a good example, being a public figure, being somebody that people could look up to, people could look to whenever they need protection, guidance,
let's say you live in a neighborhood there's a lot of assholes in the neighborhood, right? When you go hang out in a different gym in a different area, and don't be too desperate when you go to women. Don't look fucking desperate or anything like that. You work on your body. I swear to God, 6 months later, when you see those bike ups is good, and you walk it, you look strong, and you feel. I'm serious, and you feel like your confidence.
I'm laughing because
Huh?
I've seen a lot of dudes. They always ask, "Damn, why is that girl with a muscle head? He's
Yeah,
just a muscle head." It's because when you have a certain physique
yeah,
and you present yourself to the world in a certain manner, people
yeah,
can recognize
yeah.
subconsciously. You could be like, "This guy has a lot of discipline," because to be in the gym, you have a lot of discipline. He went through a lot of pain and
Right.
he's achieved what he wanted to achieve because the
And you
physical.
gotta get out of the fucking loser environment. All the losers, all your friends were losers. Fucking
Absolutely.
cut them all off. It's time to
If
start fresh.
if you hang
Because
around chickens, you're gonna be a chicken. You want
yeah,
to soar with
because they have
eagles?
they get
Hang
yeah
around eagles.
because they get on the internet. They start talking all about Shads and Tracy's. Fuck the Shads. Fuck the Tracy. You are the Shad, motherfucker. Just get out of the house. Stay out of the internet. Don't go in these
These
into
are
where the losers are. You
these
gotta.
these people is what I call iPad babies. They were growing up their whole life,
Some
getting
of
an
these
iPad.
motherfuckers are good looking. You see them? They're good looking. They
Yeah.
can get
Oh,
any hoe. They can get any hoe they want. They just
um,
they get rejected once. They're like, nah, I'm
Jay
too scared to get
Jay
rejected.
Waller Jay Waller said this.
Yeah,
Jay Waller's a very successful guy. I don't know if you
yeah,
know him. He's very handsome guy, physically fit, and
yeah,
he once said this on a podcast I was
yeah,
listening to. He said, "Sometimes I'm walking through the supermarket and I look over and there's a big heavy set guy." And
yeah,
he said, "I look at this dude and I'm happy he's fat.
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Because what I see is a very handsome fucking dude, and if he work out, he'll be competition."
Yeah,
And he
right,
said, "You know what?
right.
I
That's
could
what
recognize this man is handsome
that's
if he
evil.
worked out." But
Yeah, they are there.
if you take the aspect of what he's saying is like, damn, this guy has so much potential.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
lucky making the competition easy for me because if this fat dude actually was to go work in a gym,
yeah.
dress better, get his hygiene up
Get a
there,
makeover, man. Go to any
it's the
fucking
makeover.
salon, man.
You'd be looking like Hercules, and
You
people.
don't have to look like her. You can look good. That's it. Physiques.
It's
Worst case
you
scenario,
have to
go to
look healthy.
yeah,
You know,
go to a salon with the women's salon and say, listen, I need a makeover. They're gonna fix you fucking fine. Go to a different area wherever you are. Don't stay with the same group who look down at you or the people who make you feel like you're one of them, but you're all fucking losers. Stay away from these groups. I'm serious. This podcast is called the
and
Empowerment Man Podcast. We want to empower those guys, the 30% who are not getting no pussy. Let's be honest, man. 30% of men are not
another
getting
set of
hoes.
advice. Another
Huh?
set of advice. These is a couple of things that these men need to start doing.
Yeah.
Is one, stop watching pornography.
Yep.
You're gonna desensitize yourself
Right.
to what you
Yep.
actually think
Yeah.
how to
Yeah.
get a girl is and how to fuck and all of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, get in the gym. Get in the
Yeah.
fucking gym. Stop
Right.
procrastinating. Oh, I'm gonna go when I'm no my
Get a
hurt.
job.
No, get a job.
Yeah.
Get a career.
Yeah.
Stop chasing women.
Right.
Stop looking for women in nightclubs. Stop
Yeah.
looking for friends in nightclubs. Stop drinking. Stop
Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
doing all of this shit.
Yeah.
This is not in your benefit.
That's right.
None of this is gonna benefit you in any way,
That's right.
and especially drinking. You drinking, you lost. If you work out every day, but you drink every day, you're technically losing all your gains. You guys are not. It's
Not only
basically.
that, let me say something. Look, you don't mind?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, to those guys who we are directing this podcast toward, it is the people who are staying home, who have no access to women or who have no access to society. We're here for you. First of all, you have to say, today I'm going to start over. You're going to have to start a new plate, a new clear plate on your head. First of all, gym. What was it, like $25 or $10 a month? Plan
It's
it.
$25.
Yeah, gym.
Well,
It's very easy. That's the first thing.
or you could go to your local community center
Yeah,
and get it for free.
and you jog every day.
Or you could
Start,
jog. Go to the
yeah.
playground.
Go
The
to a
jungle.
hair Go to a hair salon. Or even go to a fucking barber shop. Go to a hair salon with these women's over. Tell them, listen, I need a nice makeover haircut. Get a nice different haircut. Change that. Start getting new clothes. Dress. It doesn't have to be $500 clothes. It's just got to be nice clothes. Jog a lot. And you got to get out of that environment where you are, that neighborhood or that area or where people hang out, where people know you and look down at you. Because this is going to be like that. You're going to be like that for the rest of your life if you stay in that fucking area. You got to get the fuck out, man. Like a fish. You got to jump out the fuck out of that pond, go to another pound, meet women. It's okay to be rejected. I know you said don't go to nightclub. No, go to nightclub just to, to learn the trade of talking to women.
Right.
And be strong.
Don't go there to try to sleep with women.
No, you're not going to get a wife there. You're not going to get a wife.
Go there to perfect your craft.
Yeah, just to perfect your craft and everything.
Right.
If you get lucky once in a while, hit that shit and run, put a condom on that motherfucker just to get you straight. We don't want you to stay without hoes, man. Then you're not there to look for a wife, but you're there, to learn new environment. And you got to cut everybody out of your life, though. The losers got to cut them all off. You got to tell them, you're either coming with me on this journey. Tell them, give them a choice.
With everything you do, don't lead with your wallet. Don't try to buy your way into things.
Yeah, don't never.
Always try to get more with less.
Right.
And this goes with everything, with conversations. Don't reveal too much of it. Don't brag. Don't be flashy. Don't do none of this. Always be the person in the room where they come up to you and ask, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Don't just don't volunteer information about yourself.
I was on this podcast about 3 weeks ago, and we were talking. I told him this guy was saying like, "Oh, I go me and my girl, we talk," and I said, "Listen, there's certain things. Your girl doesn't have to know everything that you do. Even if she's your wife, you got to keep them in the dark. First of all, you got to have 2 bank accounts. One account for the family where she get to spend. You give her credit card, whatever, and there's your bank account where your money stays, because she can't judge you or see how you financially are. Maybe you have no money. She cannot use that against you. Maybe you have a lot of money. She try to get that money out of you. You got to keep, even your wife or your significant other, you got to keep them in the dark with your business. You could tell them certain things, like a nice conversation, but don't overshare. Never even with your friends. Never overshare. Always leave some mystique, some stuff, that is your business, that no one can use it against you. Never say what you have or what you don't have, even if it's your wife. Because sometimes women, when they see the husband is almost broke, they start to act up. They're like, what the fuck this broke nigga is doing? You know what I'm saying? But we got to do something about this. But if they don't know, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. And if you have money, they don't know. And if you have no money, they don't know. Keep them like that in the dark. All a wife has to worry about is that she has the card. She gets to pay the rent, whatever. She gets to buy the food. She could get her dress. She get whatever she wants and to keep the husband happy. That's all it is. No. We're trying to do 2 things: bring the woman back to traditional life.
Roles.
Yeah, and we're trying to help those who are fucking think they're helpless. They stay in their house playing video games 24 hours, masturbating, all that shit. Get the fuck out the house, man. You need to get the fuck out the house. That's the first thing you have to do. I don't care. You think if you're gonna get mad, we curse. We're adults. We're not monetized. So what? You gotta get this. The first thing. This is from O. If you want an advice, you gotta get out the house. That's the first thing you gotta do. You don't need to score the first 2 months, 3 months. Get in that gym, get that body going, get that look going, get that haircut, get those nice clothes. Go to a different area, to a different clubs. Where the hell is that? Motorcycles? Don't stay whatever where your friends are. Your friend loser. What's up, man? What's this guy say? What did he say?
These biscuits.
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? What's up? What's his name? Cloth Man? What, you got to get the fuck out the house, man. They can't be calling you, oh, he's an incel, and these motherfuckers took that title and ran away with it. Like, we're incels and we accept it. We're gonna stay home. We are deprived of hoes. No, there's a lot of hoes out there for you to be on hoes. There's a lot of hoes, man. You're the only you're incel because you're stupid.
All you need is some bubble gum and some charm.
That's it, man. Go out there, man. Enjoy the life, man. What is it? Let's say if you go to 10 and 9 of them say no. What do you say?
What if I like, man?
Well, you're in a different place, man. We can't help you with that, my brother.
Yeah, I think you're on the wrong podcast.
I thought you're a guy, man. We need to get you a girl, my friend. We're gonna get you We need to get your vaginas. We got to get you off that. Yeah, stay off that subject, man. Let's not answer that. Anyway, so we covered that, right? So women tend to punch upward, right?
Right.
If they have income, they're chasing that fucking dragon. They're chasing that big bag of the high value man that doesn't exist. They're never gonna get it. Only 1% of women gonna get that high value man.
What do
The,
you
huh?
think is an incentive for bringing the women back into the household and back into the role? What
Well,
do you
a
think would be
lot.
good incentives?
Well, there's no way to do it. But a lot of women are suffering. A lot of women are fucking. They're not able to make ends meet. They live bad lives. Their children are not
Mental
doing
health.
right. Yeah, mental health. The only place is I was yesterday. I was checking incomes like between the 1970 and today before women came out the household. Oh,
Right.
1960. Forget about 1960. The average man was making like 5,600 a year. He was able to buy a house, 5,000 right a year. He was
Right.
able to buy a house, get a car, send the
Right.
kids to college. Everything was okay. I saw that value of that money. It's about 60,000 today. And in other words, what they did is they bought out the women out of the house to saturate the market. Corporate America. You understand?
Basically, the more workers you have, the less you
Yeah.
can pay them.
Yeah, that's right.
With supply and demand, it's basic supply and demand. The more
If
you
women,
have of something, the less the value
yeah,
is.
if women were still staying home and raising their kids, the average salary would be 80,000 right now, 90,000, easy, and everybody
Right.
would be okay. Everybody would be
Yeah.
happy. You have a good society. You don't have all this guys looking. He said he likes men. You don't have all this fucking breakdown of the family. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everything would be okay. You have you raise
And
the children
if
right.
you think about it, even if men and women do get together and be in one household, they've found a way to tax the household twice. They're
Yeah,
gonna tax the husband and the wife.
yeah,
This is just another way of Uncle Sam getting in your pockets and breaking
yeah.
up the family home. And it's clear as day. And these
I
people are
I
so
think
brainwashed. It's
I think what they did to women was a conspiracy. I think corporate America gave
oh,
money to
absolutely,
okay, gave
Abs-
women to the feminist movement, pushed it up, and made
absolutely.
them feel like, and just took them out. Sometimes now, a wife and a husband make the same salary if the man was just working alone. If things continue as they are, if you put the ratio of what the dollar was worth like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, today's
Compared to
dollar,
now.
they both the woman is working for free.
So if you look at companies and the way they campaign and market, it's always towards women. The
Yeah,
reason why, because it's easier to manipulate women,
yeah,
and not only that, women hold a third of the country's debt. They owe
yeah,
80% of all credit card debt. Like what the hell? What are you guys doing? You guys, we're
yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah,
in a group
yeah.
project, and these guys is just
What's up, man? What is this guy? What he said?
these biscuits.
It's the same guy. What the hell, man? What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess
What does that mean, guys? What does these biscuits
biscuits.
mean, man? Huh? It was the Ultra Spider Man, man. You think I don't know what the hell these biscuits are. What I'm saying is that I don't know what that means. Now. What does that mean, man? What does these biscuits mean, man?
I
Anyway,
don't know what they're
first
trying
of
to say.
all, before we're gonna do it, it's a 1 hour, so we got like what 10 minutes to go. So women, if you have a husband, don't take shit for granted. You're always in competition for your husband. Always dress good, whether you're out with him or you're inside the house. Get nice clothes. Always smell good. The best perfume, the best
Have some food
lingerie.
cooked,
Yeah, yeah.
have
The
his
food has to be
laundry
good.
done.
The food has to be right. You're always looking good every time. 24 hours a day. You're always looking good and available to your husband. This way, you don't create a crack for some ho to take your husband away. Husband will eventually cheat. And they cheat is okay because when men cheat is all right between me and you because when they do whatever they do, they just doing it for lust. But the wife or the is gonna always be number one. You understand what I'm saying? He's always gonna come home to that woman that he likes and loves. He's gonna go out and fuck around some slut, whatever he wants to do. He's gonna do it. Men by nature are fucking animals, man. It's not like women because women look for relationships. Men just look for a fucking good time, studs, and walk away from whatever they're doing.
How many times do you hear of men walking out and taking the kids and moving in with a whole nother woman? It rarely happens.
Right, right. What is it? Look at it. Man got the setup for 3 viewers. Well, not
He,
even.
he doesn't know that we have a couple other YouTube channels, and this is fairly new. And we're,
This was
we're
that?
glad that you're here. I mean, you're listening, so obviously we got your
Listen,
attention.
we got you here. That's you more. You all three guys. You 5 people are more important than fucking 2,000 people in here. It's a new channel. We just got it. We used to be used to be a political channel. We changed it over. What we're trying to do here is help men be men, helping tell men and tell them about the
Uh,
hoes and to
we were
avoid.
just talking about this at the
Yeah,
beginning of our podcast. Whenever you see people trying to empower men, talk about men's rights, they're laughed at, they're joked at, they're considered.
yeah. There was
And
yeah.
these all are projections of their own insecurities. They wish they could say these things. They wish they could be a certain. Maybe you grew me into being sexist. You're right. Now
Yeah.
let me
Well,
say this. Hold on.
hold on. Go ahead.
Nature in itself is sexist. How the hell are you gonna go like what the hell? If you treat women right, that in itself, if you treat women with more rights than they have now, that in itself, chivalry, it's sexist itself. That's treating a woman based upon her gender. You know what I'm saying? So
Not a second. We're trying to groom you into being a fucking man's man. We're trying to groom you to be a man that's going to get married and hold a home and hold a wife under control, raise some kids to become men, become police officers, become doctors, not become. Do you want to share our feelings? You know what happened to me today? We don't want that kind of man. That man, women don't like you, you know. Women don't want no fucking alpha male. What's that called? A beta male.
Beta
They don't
male.
want that. They want to be dominated. Every study, the women wants men who makes money more than they do, who was able to protect them, who's able to provide them. But if you want to go down that route, well, I gotta share my feeling, the inner child. This is what fucking society has done to men. You have to share your feelings. You have to tell your women how you feel.
No,
You see,
they
Steve
definitely.
Steve Harvey, his fucking bodyguard was fucking his wife, and he's a fucking millionaire, man, because he probably over talk with that hoe. What is it? These biscuits. All right, these biscuits. I think look it up, man. Look at the Urban Dictionary, man. You gotta Google it up, man. Before I whip this nigga's ass, man. But, you know what I'm saying? So you saw Steve Harvey. What happened to him? His wife was humping the fucking the bodyguards. So the whole idea is, Luke, don't worry about that. They're gonna get the idea. So
Here's the thing: whether they get it or whether they not, it's not for them. Technically, it's not for them. This is for people that actually knows what the hell is going on. That's not brainwashed. That have logical and be able deductive problem solving skills. If you realize what we're saying, and you go fact check every single detail that we give you. These are all statistics coming from censuses, bureaus. Universities. This is not just something that we're just sitting here talking out the ass to just be sexist or misogynist. We've never sat here and said we hate women. We never sat here and say any of these things.
We're saying to love women.
We're saying to love women.
Marry them.
Treat women good. Just don't
marry
treat
them
good.
Yeah, to bring them home, give them some children, give them some income. Now
Let's
that's
see
what
the
we're trying
hairline.
to do. I don't know, man. I don't think it's all right, man. Don't worry about it. This is the people we need to work on. You know what? You guys gonna stay with us. We're gonna help you. We're gonna get better. The first thing you got to do, whatever you're Spider-Man, I don't think you climb anything anyway. But whatever you do, first go to the gym, man. Work on yourself.
Yeah. Hold on, we're gonna prescribe you guys a treatment process. For both of you guys, and we're gonna give you a step-by-step way of how to come back to being men.
Yeah, they say we don't have no hair. Look, man, we got hair, man. What's wrong with you, man? We got hair, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Let's do the hairline check.
Yeah, we got the hairline, man. Look at it. You see the hairline, man? Now you happy? Huh? You happy? Now go masturbate and play video games. So the whole idea is that women tend. Let's go before let's close the thing. How to go is that women who make more money do not want to have a relationship with men who make less money. That's a fact, right?
Absolutely.
And if they do have a relationship, it doesn't last. It always breaks up because the women are by nature are not providers and do not have the patience to provide or work for. Or you understand? You understand?
Yeah.
So while men need to work on themselves, go to the gym, mentally work on your mental stature, read a lot, become a better person who reads poetry, philosophy, history. You got to get rid of the video games. You can play video games once a week or on the weekend, whatever. if you want to just relax your
And
mind.
go back into religion if you
Yeah,
practice. If you
go back to your
practice
faith. If you're Muslim, go to your Muslim. If you're Christian,
to Christianity, if you
yeah. If you're
whatever religion
Jewish,
you are,
go
get
go to the
deeper.
temple. You gotta have some. Yeah, you gotta have some relationship with God. No matter what religion you are, you have to have
And
some relationship
before
with
you
God.
take commitment with a woman, make sure she fears God. Because
Yeah,
if she doesn't fear God, what makes her think she's gonna take your ass serious?
yeah. Because a
She
lot of, they don't understand, and when men start to talk about look, he's a miscon. How you say that word? Misogynist? What's it?
misogynist.
Misogynist. Oh, look at them. They're talking about. Oh, look at even the guy. He said, "You guys are being sexist. You're trying to groom us to be sex. I'm trying to groom you to be a man's man. I'm trying to groom you to be your own man. I want you to be that man that goes out and is able to attain attention wherever they go, and when they talk with clarity. They don't talk like punks or look at down or they don't exist. 80% of men don't exist. They're invisible to women. You don't know that, do you? These guys don't know. 10% of the men are fucking 80% of the women. The rest of us, I'm one of them, and you guys are getting just the lucky ones, or hit and miss, or by luck, or the leftovers. That's
They're
all it
hitting
is.
leftovers and stragglers.
That's it. That's all you get in.
Leftovers and stragglers.
Yeah. It's not paying attention. I'm serious. They don't know that. 10% of the men get 80% of the women. You get it, guys? You guys are not getting shit. 30% of men are getting nothing. They're virgins, man. 30% of young men between the age of 18 and 30 years old is that, are very 30%
they
of
haven't had sex in 1 year or are
It-
still virgins. That's
oh,
the
still
percentage.
virgin. They haven't had no sexual because they're either afraid to talk to these women or they don't see themselves as good enough, which they are. You gotta try, man. The first thing you gotta do is get out of the house. Look at the circle of friends you got. If they're all losers, tell them, listen, we're gonna go with this journey. You wanna come with this journey with me? You guys wanna go to the gym? We gotta improve our life. If they don't, then fuck them. Get rid of them. Go alone. Go to the gym. Improve your life. Get out of the pond you live in. Don't stay in that area. Don't hang out in the area where people look down at you or you feel like you're inferior to them or things like that. Go to a different group of people. For me, I go to the gym outside our area. I go with you. Remember, look, we go it's like about 10 miles away from our house, right?
Yeah.
We go to a different gym. I mean, we're not the muscular guy, but we work on ourselves. We go, we hang out with people. We go to coffee shops and we talk. We read philosophy. We read statistics, how to improve the man. But, when I saw that men, 80% of men compared to women are committing suicide.
Yeah.
They're killing themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of men are dying, man.
The mental health with them is
because they feel alone. They feel that they don't exist, that they have no value as men. They have no value to provide, and they're committing suicide, man. That's crazy.
A lot of these men, even if they're successful and they have money and all of that, sometimes they go home to a trifling life and they get torn down by the legal system, and be put on so much scrutiny with alimony, child support, losing the house, losing everything, and they come so close to killing themselves.
What he said, bro said he's trying to groom us. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, let's not pay attention to the comments. They're not adding anything.
No, it's good. No, it's good. We gotta talk to them. Maybe
I'm saying for the moment.
Maybe they could say some dumb shit. But at the end of the day, I know they're gonna think about it. Once we leave and they start watching this podcast every week or every twice a week, whatever it is, we're gonna have guests. We're gonna bring you some girls. We're gonna have a studio in the future if this goes well, and we're gonna show you step by step how to build your life, how to become more stronger, more sure of yourself, more attentive to yourself. First of all, you are number one. You should always be number one to yourself. It's called narcissist behavior. It's okay. But as long as you work on yourself and your clothes and your manners, you got to treat your mother and father cool. You got to treat people cool. You got to have respect for everybody. But you cannot be intimidated by fucking girls. Don't get intimidated, man. It's okay to fucking get rejected one time, 10, even 100 times is okay. You finally, after 100 times, you're going to get that one that you don't want, you're going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I say it like this. When the club lights come on, you don't care what she look like. You got one, take her home, do what you got to do. But I think the male suicide rates are high because we gotta hear. Where'd it go?
These I got you got to hear us. This is fucking trolls, man.
Men say shit like this.
These guys. I'm willing to bet you this guy haven't had pussy in fucking all his life.
Probably got blue hair.
Yeah, he'll probably sitting in the house there.
Piercing.
He's probably sitting in his mother's basement, fucking playing video games, and able to work. Probably has a fucking degree that he doesn't use.
Calls
He went to
himself
college.
and then
Yeah, he's a member of the We Can't Get Pussy Society. That's what it's called. You know, you know what I'm saying? This is We Can't Get No Pussy Society Incorporated. He's probably their leader. These are the dumb idiots that can't get shit. You know, they can't get no hoes. So when you give them advice, they don't know how to take it. They're like, "What is he saying? Is he speaking English? What is he saying to me? That I could be a man? Really? I thought I was a loser. I thought I was going to be a loser all my life." All of a sudden, this guy's telling me to build myself and reflect on myself and improve myself. No, he's grooming me for being a man.
This comes from the lack of a father in the household. I could clearly see it, because if they had a real dad that sat there and instilled all of these mannerisms and characteristics into his son, he would not be saying these things. These are regular things. We're talking about natural biology, things that we are naturally doing by nature, and how to correct those things if it's negative, if it has a negative effect,
and how to become a high value man. That's what we want you to do.
Even if you're not high, even if you can't live up to high value man, just add some value to your life.
That's right. And women are not everything. First of all, you're number one. Understand? I'm playing Armored Core. So I don't know what the hell that is. What is playing video games, right? This is the No Pussy Society. That's what they call. We can't get no pussy society. We are the No Pussy Society. We like to play video games. We like to stay home. We have no friends, and our hands are sweaty. When we go to the candy store, we see other women, and we look and we're intimidated, and we wait until they leave the line, then we get online. This is the society we're talking about right there. You understand? Huh? What you gotta do, Luke, man? It's a war, man. We gotta start someplace, man. It's battle by battle, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. We're gonna try to get this motherfucking message out to the boys, man.
It's funny because when I see dudes that say like stuff like that, I'm like, you're on the wrong team. Hello, look between your legs.
Yeah. That's fucking weird, man. My guy Omar has 387,000 views on his
channel with 2.87 million subscribers.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. It used to be a short. It used to be a short channel. See, these people don't know that. It used to be a short channel. It used to have 10 million views each shorts, but you cannot reuse them on YouTube. You cannot reuse them on YouTube. If not, you get demonetized. The channel was founded in 2017. Anyway, that's cool. At least I got 387,000 people to see you. How many people got to see you? Huh? Let's look. Let's see. Does he have a channel? Let's see. You can't look, right? Again,
I don't know. I don't care, to be honest.
Okay. Anyway, look, don't get a minute. Okay, we did our hour now. So what happened? You feel good today?
Yeah, I feel great. I'm saying we had a very productive conversation. We both set our point of views. We both agree about mostly everything.
What do you want to do this twice a week or 3 times a week?
We could do this twice a week. Start off slow as it picks up. Give the viewers more. And
I think we could do Mondays and Fridays. It's cool.
Yeah, I think Mondays and Fridays are perfect.
So tomorrow we're gonna have a show around 7:00, right? And then Friday we're gonna try to get guests from Instagram, like girls from Instagram and shit like that, right?
Not only that, we got to get some men on here from different cultures and different aspects of the world. Yeah, and see their opinions.
These legit, yeah. All right, we're not legit. Well, I mean, grifters, we're not getting no money. How much did you donate, huh? How much did you give us, man? Yo, look. Anyway, we had a good time, man. Everybody subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be here every Monday and every Friday around 6 or 7 o'clock. We're gonna improve on our show. Try to improve ourselves. Try to improve you, man. Trying to turn you into human beings. And to those people who are suffering, who think they're not worth anything, you are worth something. Just get out of the house, get to the gym, man. Work on yourself, man. and be the man's man. You know, women needs men. They don't need no fucking video games, kids. You know what I'm saying? All right, Luke.
Absolutely. I
All right.
agree. And until next time.
All right, peace.